Hello everyone, welcome back to another Supercoach video. Hope you all had a Merry Christmas. I had a good one. And Boxing Day, cooked up a nice barbie, had a few beers, and watched a lot of cricket. So yeah, that was good. How did I go Supercoach wise? Well, after I think they had 2 days rest, after the 23rd they had 2 games on. And those 2 days, they were like torture. I had kept every time I thought about Supercoach, I thought, man, I give up. I've had such a crappy round, but I think I came back in the end a little bit. So we'll get into that shortly. First, we're going to go through the games. All right, starting off with the Thunder and the Stars. Actually, before we do that, I'll go through my trades. So I traded out Cam Boyce, David Payne, and Sam Billings. And I brought in, well, we'll see who I brought in. Alright, so first game. Alright, so I had a commenter ask me, who should I pick, Stoinis or Webster? And I said, I'd like to see Webster's roll first. Well, I've seen Webster's roll, and he's took like 4 wickets, made runs, and he scored a 181 on one single game. So hopefully you picked up Bo Webster. I wish I did. Hilton Cartwright. Now, I was actually going to get him in, but I changed my mind at the last minute. And we know how that's gone for me so far. Disaster. So 47-1 game. I missed out on Cartwright. Maxi 30. I decided that wasn't good enough for a captain's score. Stoinis, yep, no good once again. The 12. I didn't want to touch Ralph and Murr because I wasn't sure if they were both going to be around for their double. But it looks like they were. Alright. And the guy that I brought in, Mark Steckety, even though he played, he scored a 0. Man, I should be sponsored by Krispy Kremes or something like that with the donuts that I'm copying. And he was on field too. More on him later. And with the Thunder, they've got the double coming up this game. Sam's back in form, 155. He's one that's definitely interesting to me. Zamir Khan, is he sticking around the whole season? I'm not sure. Bancroft, I was tempted to get him in early. Scored a nice 85. He's got the gloves now too. All right, because Jill's got dropped. Hales, I was tempted to get him in too. Might have a look at him again this week. He scored a quick, like 20 or so, or 30, 40, well, whatever it was. He scored 60. Got all his runs, points from runs. And Sanger came back so. And Tanvir, 13 on the bench, which I did not take. Alright, so there are a few of interest here for the Thunder that I might trade in this week, but we'll look at that later. Alright, next game. Hobart Hurricanes, Melbourne Renegades. Great. So, Renegades batted first. Alright, De Kock, he had a decent 30, 40 odd score. Tom Rogers took a few wickets, which was good. Joe Clark, 58, I don't have him though. Richardson took a catch, took a wicket. Madison disappointing. Will Sutherland, like, if I had any hair on top of my head, I'd be tearing it out because, I didn't take Maxi's score of 30. And then Will Sutherland comes out with a 13. Oh, boy. Zampa, disappointing. Didn't take a wicket. I'm guessing he bowled 6-dot balls or something. And McGurk, 0. Another duck egg. Alright, so, and on the Renegade side, Wade, Mac Wright, which no one has. They both turned up. Chowder, here, he took a catch, 10. Didn't bowl, batted at like 8, so that's not good for him. And Jordan, after scoring like a 100 plus score last week, Well, he scored a 2. All right, so yeah, not going to talk about much detail about Hobart Hurricanes yet because their double game is not until about round 7, I think it is, or is it 8? 7. All right, next game, Sydney Sixers, Melbourne Stars. Now, James Vince, 180, 113, but no one has him. Jack Edwards, 81. Some people might have him. He was a cheapie. Actually, let's have a look. Look at his profile. Yeah, he's now got a break even of minus 13. So he's gone up 50k. He went at 24k this week. He's going to go up more next week. He's got a good roll. So, could we get him? Might not, but hey, he wouldn't be the worst pick. He'd be better than one of the picks I got last week. All right, Abbott's back with a 54 with a couple of junk time wickets. Philippe, 39. Don't have him, though. Don't think there's really anyone else worth discussing. Simon Murr, Harris Ralph, they both had great games. Both took a few wickets each. Harris Ralph right at the end. Got a few junk time wickets. Hilton Cartwright again scored runs. So he would have scored, what's that? We scored 47 in the last one. 114 points. So I'm worse off 114 points because I picked a guy, which we'll get into in a second. Glenn Maxwell, 42. Yeah, not good enough for a player of his quality. And yeah, he's considering as my vice captain. He's a captain option, not good enough for a captain. Webster came back down to earth a bit with a 36. Still not bad. And Stoinis, well, he actually got a wicket. So he gets a wicket. He bowls his first over, 1 for 3, I think it was. Then they don't bowl him again. Absolutely did my head in. And hey, didn't I have another? I swear I had another Stars player. Oh, that's right, Steckity. He got dropped. So he's gone from playing PM's 11. So I thought, yeah, he's played in the PM's 11. So surely he's a lock to be in the Melbourne Stars team, right? Wrong. Instead, they want to play Jonathan Merlot, who bats at 8 and doesn't bowl. So, oh man, that made a whole lot of sense. I thought for surely they'd pick Steckity over Joel Paris. Look, this is me right now. I'm this Pakistan player. I'm mad. All right. Anyway, moving on. Let's move on to the next game. Last game. All right. So on the Perth side, Hardy, 88. Some people might have traded him out. I did not. And I reaped the rewards with an 88. Now he has 2 buys. So I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do with him. I want to keep him actually. But, it's a very expensive player to keep on my bench for 2 weeks. Inglis, he'll be coming into my side in 2 games' time. He'll be replacing De Kock. See, look, even though he scored 99, he still went down 6k. But now that break even 23, he's ripe for the picking. All right, and if we go, what's going on here? What does it keep going back to round 4? I want to go round 3. All right, so Tom Rod on the Jai Richardson actually. Hey, what's his price? Wow, Jai Richardson 170k. He's going to be very, very popular on the first week of his double. All right. So we've got who else from the Perth Scorchers? Connolly, you got him 20. I think he took 2 catches, scored no runs, didn't bowl. I don't think. All right. Laurie Evans. Yeah. So Laurie Evans, I think he's taken Ashton Turner's spot in the batting order at 5. He came in, had a pretty nice innings, break even at -9, 66k, bat only though, so can we get him in? Well, I might have to, because I might not be able to. If we look at my team shortly, you'll be able to see I might not be able to afford all of the Expensive players. All right, sorry. Back onto the Renegades. Tom Rogers, he had a great game. Took 3 wickets. What else did he get? Scored a few runs. Not too much though. And yeah, he got an economy rate bonus. So it's 107. So I was really happy with that. Will Sutherland. Now, this was looking like disaster again. But I think in his last over, he took something like 3 wickets. So this is actually the game that saved me for this round. Yeah, Sutherland with those wickets. I do think they bat him too low in the order. Like, they needed something like 20 runs when he came in. And you had Maddinson that was struggling at the crease, to score runs. I reckon he should bat at least one spot higher, I think. Kane Richardson took a couple of wickets, took a catch, which was good. De Kock, bit disappointing, 28. He did get over 20 though, at least. I don't think he has taken a catch yet. I don't think. Oh, not since he's been in my side. Actually, he did take a catch in the game in Geelong that got called off. Zampa, 25. He got a wicket at the end. Very lucky. And Nick Maddinson, yeah, this is a disaster pick. I can't believe I picked Nick Maddinson over Philippe. Not that Philippe has done better, but yeah, Maddinson, he's lost me like 40k. Oh, bloody hell. Like, if he wasn't the captain, like, would he even be in the side? I'm not sure. And McGurk with a 2 got himself run out. Well, he might have run himself out of my team. So, let's have a look. I won't skip on my ranking this week. Alright, so I scored at 849 total. I can't believe it. Like, I actually went up in the rankings. So people obviously have worse weeks than me. So now I'm up to a rank of 532. I can't believe it. I thought season over, but I've actually gone up. Alright, so enough of that. To freeze. Hello. Hello. All right, so we're back. So this is my side. So what do we do with this? Oh, we had McDermott that didn't play. Like, I think he got struck in the neck or something at training or something like that. All right, so let's go back to have a look at our schedule. So we've got Sydney Thunder. We're up to round 4. Sydney Thunder have a bye. Scorchers have a bye. Oh, sorry. Thunder have a double. And then the next, let's look a bit ahead, right? Stars, they have another double round 5, but I'm not sure if I want to bring any more Stars players, unless you named Bo Webster, but I might not be able to afford him now. Perth has another bye. Then, this is the big one. This is where I'm planning on using a boost. Alright, ever since Tom Curran with that incident, he's cursed my team. You got Adelaide and Perth on the double. You got Melbourne Stars, so after round 5, I'll definitely be trading Stoinis and Steckety. And Sydney Thunder also have a bye. So, do I want to go too hard on Sydney Thunder players? And also, during round 5, I don't want any Stars players. I might actually even bring in a Scorcher. Probably sounds crazy them being on a bye, but I want to use a boost and bring in another 4 Perth Scorchers. So that way, I'll have 6. I'm aiming to have 6 Scorchers for both of their games. So that's 12 games. And I already have 3 strikers. And then round 7, Brisbane Heat. So I plan on bringing 1 Brisbane Heat this week. And maybe have a look at some Hurricanes. Alright, so that being said, what do we do this week? Now, how much have I got in the bank? I've got about 22k, I think, or 21,100. So one guy. So if we look at Fraser McGurk, let's have a look at Fraser McGurk. All right, so wow, despite the 0 and the 2, he's actually gone up $700. All right, so but now he has a break even of 88, so he's not going to make us any more cash unless he scores like 100, which is not likely. All right, so he's got to come out. He's made us 30k. Like he's sort of done his job. Gave us a couple of rounds of decent scoring. All right, so Madison, he's 66k. He's not even worth trading out. Like, who am I going to trade him to? Like, I think Chowder's going to be more expensive than him. All right. Short, he's still got a bit more money to make. Actually, I might even keep him to his double. All right. Do I want to trade out Hardy? Now, I'm a bit torn on this. I don't want to, but he's worth a lot of money, and that means I can bring in, good players this week and next week. I'm not sure if I want to do that though. Rogers, he's got like a negative break even of, I think it's like negative 14 or something. So he might stay. All right. Steckity. With Harris Ralph gone, surely he comes back into the team. And he has a double coming up. So hopefully he can make it up to me. All right. Richardson. Not a bad couple of games. And Zampa, he was really disappointing. Like, he's actually gone back to 123,900. Like, I'm pretty sure he's now a rookie price AFL player. All right, so let's trade out Zampa. Now, I could trade out any of these bowlers for different reasons. Rogers, he's got he's 171k. He's got, decent value. Richardson, he'll have like a low break even, so I might keep him. Steckity, well, he's got a double coming up. Hardy, he has 2 buys, and he's worth a lot of money, so I could bring in some good players, but then I'll have to trade him back in. So, and Tom Rogers in good form as well. So it might have to be Richardson. Now, the players I want to bring in. So, with Fraser McGurk, 98k, and we've got Sydney Thunder on the double. So, this guy, surely he has like one big innings in him. For 100k, Alex Hales, player of his caliber, 100k. Basically Fraser McGurk to Alex Hales. Yeah, he's in. Surely he has a good innings in him for the next 2 games. All right, so I've got 260,000 left. Okay. One guy. Now, you're probably going to think I am nuts. So I could get either Daniel Sams, who seems to be back in form, for 165k. Or I can get Paul Walter, 155k. He has a very low break even. Of negative 65. And he's someone I'm happy to field. I've seen his role. I've seen enough. He's batting. He's going to bat. He can hit a long ball too, so he can very easily make quick runs. He's bowling his 4 overs. He's bowling Nisa's overs pretty much, and he's taking wickets. So I reckon he'll become over 200 plus in price. So I'm going to get him in. And he has a double in a couple of games' time. So that leaves 105k. I realize I could probably put Richardson back in and trade out Hardy. But like I said, I don't want to have to trade him back in. Use a trade to bring him back in. Alright, so this last trade. So ideally, probably be a Thunder player. Is there any Thunder players under 105k? Sydney Thunder. Let's sort by price. Okay, so Hatcher, no. Salesman. Oh boy, yeah. In the bowling. Nope, no one I can get. So what I might do, if I move Stoinis, let's see if there's any bats. 105. Ooh, Jason's Sanger, not far off. Alex Ross, can we do Alex Ross? Jilks has been dropped. Yeah, can we go Ross? Alright, let's just do it for now. I'm not completely happy with it, but I might change that later. That very well might be someone else. Alright, but for the purpose of this video, we're just going to do it. Alright, so yeah, that's the team at the moment. Another game starts in 10 hours. So before I go, vice captain, captain, who's playing first? We've got Brisbane. So let's put the VC on Hales. What's wrong with this computer? Alright. Sorry. VC goes on Hales. And a C, well, he's back. He's off his... Wait, what's going on? No, I don't want to look at his profile. C goes to Matt Short. Okay. And then we could use Aaron Hardy. Actually, we need to bring Overton back onto the ground. For Stoinis. And Sanger for Stickity. Alright, so there we go. Like I said before, this Alex Ross might be someone else. Might not even be from Sydney Thunder. Alright, so that's how we're looking. Hope you had a good week. And I'll see you in the next review. Wow, this video's gone a lot longer than I intended. Alright, see you.